Hi everyone, I'm James Jara, founder of BrandVirality. And today I'm here with Jose Suma, CEO and also founder. We wanted to have this conversation time ago about the biggest shift happening in the digital discovery right now, AI visibility. What is it? Why does it matter? And how are brands going to be competing to be shown on these systems like ChatGPT, Gemini, Copilot? So, Jose, thank you for joining us. Since I'm co-founder, I would like to go to talk openly about AI visibility at our brand virality. So, why it has become such a central part of the company.
Absolutely, Dennis. Well, nowadays, people is switching from normal Google search behavior into start using AI for searching whatever kind of topic, services, products that they want. So having this in mind, which is a very big change, it is so important, and many companies don't want to be left behind. They want to still be relevant into this kind of new AI visibility thing.
Okay. So when we say AI visibility at brand virality, what do we actually mean in practical terms?
Sure. Great question, James. It's basically very simple, Uh, just making sure, like, if you have a brand, that you will be visible all the way from ChatGPT to Gemini, Perplexity, and whatever LLM chat that people is using nowadays.
Okay, Jose, so why do you think this matter right now? Like for founders, customer, clients, and CEOs, why do you think this matter?
Sure, as I was saying, many of founders, they used to find their organic traffic by the normal Google search. But since year and a half, that this behavior has changed a lot, So of course, as people is not searching anymore or not as much on Google for your product, for your service. Imagine how important it is for your brand to be visible in all these LLM chats. This is why it's so important right now.
Okay, there is a thing because a lot of people will hear this and think this is just sounds like a SEO rename it. So how do you explain the difference?
Yeah, that's a very confusing topic, And the reason for this is, well, first of all, SEO have been dominating this for years, right? And this is just a whole new thing. This whole AI visibility thing is just so new. The other topic or important thing here is that SEO, I will consider it as a part of the AI visibility optimization for that, right? So having a good SEO will certainly help you to have some sort of good visibility, but it's not all, right? So right now, for having a good visibility, you also need to have the right context about your brand. But the right context, it's about having different people, different third parties, companies, PRs speaking about your own brand. And this is a way how, in a few words, basically your brand start getting visible in different LLM chats.
Okay, we are talking about like AI visibility. I get it, the difference between SEO and AI visibility. So between AI visibility and brand virality, could you explain me more about brand virality itself?
Absolutely, yeah. So I can share you if you want our website
Yeah, sure.
so that you can see basically how it's looking. You know, Basically what we do at Brand Reality is just making your brand visible, all the way from ChatGPT, as I mentioned, to basically Gemini and all the different LLM chats. This is our main thing. Of course, we have our whole infrastructure behind to support this.
Okay, so if a company works with brand virality on the AI visibility, what are they really getting and how?
Sure. Yes. So let me just hover here the services. Basically, they're just getting a structured effort to improve how visibility and credibility about their brand is across AI and all the different search-driven discovery environments. That means, having better positioning, stronger content signals, more, for example, authority through SEO, as you can see in here, digital PR and trust to make leaves of mark on the AI part, distribution as well, and the other thing, which is also very important, is tracking how the brand appears basically across all the relevant surfaces.
Okay, that's great. But could you give me a like a more examples about, for example, what do you mean by content distribution? What do you mean by digital PR? What do you mean by social proof? Do you have some examples that you can tell me about it?
Sure, great question. Great question. So basically, this is all a big mix of things. The strategy behind that visibility is about analyzing your brand in the first of all, getting all the ICPs, getting all the information about who is your competitor, everything relevant to your brand. We track this on an onboarding session. And after this, we start crafting content for different kind of platforms so that the internet will look like this is speaking about you. This could be, for example, James, having a different, comments on Reddit, speaking about your service, speaking about your products. As well, it could be, for example, some PR as well, speaking about the product that your company is offering. Could be about setting a blog using the topical authority strategy, which we can go deep, possibly different day about that. Basically, a blog educating Google, educating the LLMs about how expert your brand is about topics relevant to its audience. And this combination of things, having, for example, people speaking about you, having the PRs, having the blogs, and more, it's more complicated than this, will give enough context to the LLM chats to know about your brand, to know about how people is using your services or products, and so on.
Okay, so right now I'm sharing our plans. So could you explain me a little bit more? I think it's related, fully related, what are you saying? So could you explain me a little bit more about the essential plan?
Yeah, sure. So basically, we have three different plans. Of course, the difference between all of them is just the speed and the tracking of the keywords that you will do. Um, just explaining, for example, about, let's go with the block autopilot first. So we have our own in-house specialized block system. And what it does is that using a specialized strategy called topical authority, it will start creating for this plan 50 different kind of posts about all the different topics that we consider that are important for Google to look at your brand as an expert on all the market topics of it. So we will be posting 50 different articles of this per month, which is quite a lot. Volume, by the way, guys, matters a lot nowadays with AI. It's not about writing one post, two posts, it's about having plenty of them. And properly written, internal linking, all the good practices of the SEO in this specific topic is where it applies. Now, if we move
Um,
to the brand mentions, and this is the other topic that I was speaking earlier, this is so important. So here we need third party, and this go as well with other topics. We need third party mentions. This could be, for example, in this case with the Reddit, LinkedIn, and so on. Normal people, humans speaking about your brand, sharing experiences about your services. All this information basically is super important. For this specific essential plan, we do from 8 to 12, depending of what our team basically is recommending for the specific customer in that case. Now, the same goes with the PR placements. So in here, we want to have a company also speaking about a launching of some of the services or products about our customer brand. And then if we move to the social media post, it's a bit similar to the brand mentions. The difference is that this is more like UGC, user generated content, shared across other different platforms. This could be, for example, TikTok, Instagram, and so on. And now we focus on the strategic keywords focus. This is basically important in there. We start tracking two main, let's say, citations or questions, let's say like this, that the customers care to appear when someone is searching them. So let's say if you're selling water, you want possibly to start tracking a question like, what is the best water on Delaware? And then
Okay,
you want to appear in there, right? So yeah, that's uh, that's how we
awesome,
do it.
awesome, awesome. That's a lot. That's a lot, definitely. So regarding to timing, so what kind of progress should a client expect in the first 3 months?
Great question, Jens, because this is always the same. Most of our customers are asking the same question, so we have some rare cases where a month is enough to start giving good results. However, according to our all clients and research, usually around 3 months is the time where we start seeing a very good traction. It doesn't mean that your brand is going to be visible at the same time in all the different LLM chats. However, you will start already appearing in some of them. So that's I would say the 3 month time is like the most trustable, you know, range of time for it to have results.
All right, that's good timing. So the simple version is this: app visibility is about whether your brand show up where modern discovery is happening, and with brand virality, we help companies to build the signals, the authority, the presence that make this possible. Is this the right summary?
Exactly, exactly. So basically, the short version is we just help your customers to find you anywhere, like all the way from Google to ChatGPT. And of course, we do this by building the visibility infrastructure behind the brand for our customer.
Okay, that's awesome. Thank you very much for the explanation, Jose.
Thank you for your time, James.
Thanks.